of the Damodar month or the Kartik month, which is when Lord Krishna did his Okhli Wali Leela, and it's a very holy month for Hindus, Sikhs and Jains alike. And also it's been a while that we did our tech audio video how to. So today we are having that session. So in this session we are building as the title says, a smarter than smart TV using a Raspberry Pi 3B Plus computer, single board computer, which is made by a charitable organization, and we have a spare display with us. So we have built a smart TV. So now comes the question that why are we doing this? The obvious reason is that everybody has an old monitor or display lying at their home, which are going waste, which are sometimes VGA, sometimes HDMI. So you can use old display and use this Raspberry Pi 3B Plus computer, which is just 3 grand Indian rupees, and have a smarter than smart computer. So I'm running the Kodi Kodi system, which runs on the LibreElec Kodi operating system. So these are all Linux based distros, and so now that we know that why we are doing this, we wanted to utilize sense of we should have a sense of economy and reuse, just buying new things and wasting money and wasting nature. So let's begin. So the first thing that we need to know is what are the things which are needed to build this project. So I'll just switch the camera. So at the heart of the project here is the Raspberry Pi 3B Plus single board computer, which is driving this display here, which is 22-inch VGA monitor. Let me just kind of pause this so you can hear me clearly throughout the video. So here is the Raspberry Pi 3B Plus single board computer. There are newer versions available, Raspberry Pi 4 and 5 now. So this is needed. It just costs around 3 grand, and I had a couple of them lying. And the great thing about them is they run Linux Debian based OS, and they have these lovely GPIO or general purpose IO pins, which allows it to be connected to the physical outside world through sensors and relays and switches and whatnot. So now that we know that the heart of this system is this Raspberry Pi 3B computer, single board computer, we would also need an SD card which should be 16 GB or more, which is pretty cheap anyhow. And now comes the obvious question, how would we see the output of this? So it does have an HDMI port, 4 USB ports, a LAN port, it has Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, everything on this SBC. So now I've connected this HDMI output of this single board computer to this monitor through a HDMI to VGA converter, and this one here is the Damodar Ashtakam being displayed on the screen. So now this display is powered by a 12-volt wall adapter. I also forgot to mention that for the Raspberry Pi you would need a power supply, which is a 5-volt micro USB based power supply, which is common, and for any cell phone they are used like that. So now this wall watt or the adapter is a 12-volt adapter which is powering this monitor, and this is all running off a UPS, and I have experience it can do so for around 2-3 hours of an UPS. The third thing which we need obviously is a speaker. So I have here any speaker with an aux adapter in between. So any speaker, I was coming to the third point of the requirement, which is speaker, or through which allows us to hear the output of whatever is being played or streamed on the Raspberry Pi single board computer. So this here I have a Philips 10X party speaker, which is aux in and Bluetooth capabilities, and it also allows you to connect mics and guitars and things like that. So I have connected the aux out of this HDMI converter to the aux in of this speaker. So now that we know the speaker is there, the speaker can be any Bluetooth speaker or small one, any which is comfortable for you according to your requirement. So now that we know these are the three things that we need to have to build this project. So you might want to consider, if you have them lying around at your home, you might want to build this project for a smart TV. So now let's go in for a demo. So I'm also using a wireless mouse with a dongle connected to the Raspberry Pi single board computer here, and also a mass storage device, which is a DVD ROM drive, USB based. And for a karaoke system, I've got this mic ready for a karaoke demonstration. This ukulele is kind of just hanging in there because I love to play it, and it's making the aesthetics better. So now as part of operating this system, you can do it through any air remote which are used in smart TVs, or a wireless mouse. Or another great thing is you can use an app called Core, Kore, on Android smartphones to use or operate the Kodi TV. So I would obviously cover the building of the system later, but this is just a demonstration, and so let's kind of play this and see what happens. So this is YouTube. So the great thing is that now I'll stop this. So it stopped. It's much more than a smart TV actually. You can cast to it. You can have add-ons like YouTube and radios, and so as you can see here, I am browsing through the search results which have resulted in this video being played. So I can have all this. So let's see a new search. So I'm gonna play Don Moen because I'm feeling thankful to God and my mother and my father and my family that I'm here, and one more Diwali we're gonna see. So here, Worship Wednesday with Don Moen. I'm gonna play maybe Thank You Lord, which I love so much. Here we go. I like Don Moen so much. Such a graceful person, and so composed and so spiritual.
I come before you today. There's just one thing that I want to say.
So it's great, no?
Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord, for all you've given to me, for all the blessings that I cannot see.
So that was a great YouTube video which I love. So I can pause it, I can note the details, the info section. I can also run this operating this through a Bluetooth remote. So I hope this kind of merges well. So we were at the demonstration section of the Kodi based Raspberry Pi 3B smarter than smart TV. So Kodi is nothing but a media center which kind of is much better than Xbox and other media center. It has also TV subscriptions and YouTube and almost everything that you can imagine under the sun, you know. So let's kind of resume playing this.
Thank you, Lord, with a grateful heart, with a song of praise, with an outstretched arm. I will bless your name and thank you, Lord.
So that's there. I'll pause this and stop this. So I can go to the main screen. I'm sorry, I'll focus this. Yes, now we are in focus. So I hope you can see the interface well. This here is the main section of the main menu of the Kodi Media Center. You can have movies or music which is local on the SD card. I'm just going a little too fast, I guess. So I click on music and I have the genres and some songs on my SD card which can be played by this Kodi Media Center. So let's kind of see this. Here I am, Lord. Or maybe this one. Circle of Mercy. So while this runs, we're having a demonstration run through. While this runs, I can have a look at my pictures on the SD card or any smart media device. So it's just like a computer but very easy to operate. So these are photographs of a camp that we did in Nainital in 2018 with the students of Chirag School. Another photograph. So I can scroll through the photographs. Have a look at this. The music is running in the background on the speaker, and the music is being played by this single board computer called the Raspberry Pi 3B Plus. So I can stop this safely, come to this what is being played, go to the music section, and there are other singles that I can play. So this is one of my favorite chants. So now let's go and see the add-on section. It is there is the possibility of installing illegal add-ons which allow you to surf the channels which are not available in India, but that is totally illegal and unethical, so I won't do that. You can also have a look at your Google Drive and you can install plugins from repositories, so much more. Your games, radio, pictures, videos that are locally there also over the Google Drive. So let's go back to the YouTube add-on. Here. I'm sorry, I'm being a little clumsy. Here we go. So I hope I can also connect this mass storage device, which is a DVD player, and the Raspberry Pi would detect it. The video would come longer. This mass storage device is a DVD player which can play any DVD, or we can attach a hard disk drive or an SD card or a USB thumb drive, like that. So we are talking about, while we listen to this great chant, application scenarios. So we can use this little SBC with Raspberry Pi 3B Plus with an old monitor that we have lying around for a standalone portable karaoke system, because this runs off a wall adapter which is 12 volts DC. So we can have a 12-volt battery and we can have a karaoke session with this monitor, and this Raspberry Pi would need be powered through a wall adapter, 5 volts, 2 amps. So it's all portable. So we can go to the park and have a karaoke session. We can also have a car infotainment session with a smaller display, obviously. And there are other millions of projects that are built around Raspberry Pis. In earlier videos I have covered things like a guitar processor or a synth which can be used. So here we go. So these are the application scenarios we're looking at. You can also run Google Auto, Android Auto on Raspberry Pi, so that kind of makes it very flexible for automotive scenarios. You can also connect sensors to this and have add-ons detecting and switching on your lights at your home through relays and through voice commands, and this runs off voice commands anyway. So now comes the time for the final section, which is a karaoke demo run through. So I have here an Eagles karaoke search that I already did. So I do love this song, The Girl from Yesterday. So let's sing along. So I have this mic in handy, and you can see here. So I'm going to switch the camera. It wasn't we said the way they said goodbye, or maybe it just so bad she couldn't cry. She walked out the door and she lay, and she became girl from yesterday. Took a plane, crossed the sea to some foreign land. She stayed at home and tried too hard to understand how someone who had been so close and be so far away. She again, the girl from yesterday. So isn't it fun? You can have a karaoke session. So I have a mic here connected to my speaker, and you can hear, and I'm like talking to you through this mic and broadcasting like that. So here we go. It's almost sundown now, and have a happy weekend, and I hope this tech audio video how to helped you in some way and gave you creative ideas. So next in line is obviously how we would build that. So we would cover that in subsequent videos. How do we build this system? How do we burn the OS onto the SD card? How do we do the initial setup? How do we connect Wi-Fi? How do we connect a VGA monitor through an HDMI to VGA converter, how do we power the Raspberry Pi, and all are pretty simple steps which are available on the net. And so here you go. Have a happy weekend and happy Kartik.